The old animal shelter here has not been updated or really improved that much in the last 40 years. And there was not much we could do with it. It was really difficult and would be very expensive to try to make the improvements that were needed. So thankfully we were able to build a new shelter.
Community members have been clamoring this for as long as I can remember.
This shelter is really needed for the East Valley. The current shelter that we're in is crowded, it's noisy, you can't segregate healthy animals from sick animals. And the board recognized that there was this need and they allocated the money, and now here we are in this beautiful new facility.
I cannot wait for opening day. I am really excited. This is a beautiful building. It's absolutely awesome. I think people are going to be really impressed by it. But the time is right now to have a new, modern, state-of-the-art facility to house these wonderful animals.
The reason it's so important to me personally is because I truly care about the way we treat our animals. You know, our goal is to have people be able to come and provide a permanent home for these animals. But in the meantime, we need to have a place where they can be healthy and get the kind of exercise they need and just not be stressed out more than they already were because they were abandoned by someone.
For the animals, they have nice new kennels, bigger kennels than they had before. The kennels are angled so they're not looking at each other, so this will mitigate stress. And also there's more play areas, which I think is really great for them. This is what I consider to be a humane facility to take care of these animals.
We have a distemper parvo area here that holds a few kennels, and it has actually access from the outside, so those animals don't even have to come through the facility. We have a small exam room off the back, the ramp where the field trucks come in, so that if they're bringing in an animal that they think might have a contagious disease, it can go straight in right there. The vets can check it out. It doesn't even have to come into this gorgeous clinic that we're sitting in.
We've done things to quiet the facility so that there's not as much noise. In the old shelter, you really almost had to wear ear protection to go in there. And this shelter is going to be a huge improvement over that.
We also have a large, beautiful clinic for the vets to be able to spay and neuter all the dogs before they leave here.
This is really about the animals that are here. They deserve a good, modern, well-lit space for them to thrive. And also our volunteers and staff, they spend so many hours here. They work so hard, and they deserve a good space as well.
For the staff, we have prep areas and supplies in each of the different kennel buildings, so you don't have to go very far to get the supplies you need to do your job. We'll be putting kiosks for dog walking throughout the buildings.
Despite the East Valley shelter being outdated and overcrowded, our staff and volunteers have done amazing things, including achieving a 95% save rate for the dogs there. I can't imagine what the potential is going to be in this new shelter.
It's going to be so much better for the customers, so we're excited to see more people coming in to adopt, because this place is much more inviting and welcoming, and you want to come here and find your next new pet.